Yeah.
Charleston Southern head coach Gabe Gardini, the team coming off a home loss against nationally ranked UT Martin. They'll be back in action this week, their final conference game of the season. They play a non-conference game the last week. They'll be at Eastern Illinois. So, coach, some thoughts on your team, and we'll go to some questions.
Well, first of all, I just want to give a kind of a shout out to our fans and our support team that does such a good job of promoting our games. It's the largest home game attendance over the season that we've had here. I think since 2014. I think that's correct. So, record numbers here for the last um, for this season, and just a testament, I think, to Buccaneer Nation and the game day experience that Jeff and Courtney and Mike and our whole staff kind of puts on. I know we talked a lot about last year about inflatables, but but just the environment. So just really want to shout those folks out, and the folks of the various communities that we do these community days here for Somerville and Goose Creek and Hanahan and so to me it's just a I don't know. It's a testament to those folks and the community at large supporting our team. As far as our team is concerned, they were going from Charleston, South Carolina, to Charleston, Illinois this week. Obviously, a little cooler temperatures, and two teams probably in similar mindsets that are very, you know, probably got some angst about their season, but have played people close all year long. We've had 5 games that have been 5 points or less here, and so another association matchup where come down to the last probably 2 minutes of the ball game, and our guys are going to be obviously excited to just go out and compete for each other, and obviously for the blue and gold.
I'll ask you more about that matchup in a second. Just want to take you back real quick. What are your thoughts on UT Martin, who's now tied for first place? Like they're not on the they don't have the inside track at the AQ yet, but if they're
Right.
potentially an at-large playoff team, just wanted to hear your thoughts on their performance.
I thought they were one of the best defensive fronts that I've ever seen. Just not just their starters, but just the whole entire group. And I think the Dent kid is much improved. Really, they made some plays on some deep balls that we really haven't given up all season, and so I'm sure they probably wish they could play SEMO again. I mean, they're up 14, I think, with like 6 minutes left in that game. But I just certainly think my overall statement is that this should be a two-bid league. And there's those two teams have kind of risen up, and I think Tennessee State is. I mean, they're very good too. Gosh, we had such a tremendous battle with them, and we've since gotten a lot of their film, from exchanges and different things. And I think Eddie's, his team has probably improved the most throughout the season. But UT Martin, top to bottom, I thought was the most complete team that we played. And that's no slight to SEMO at all. They're a really good team. I do think that Martin is a little bit better.
Now, your matchup this weekend, yeah, you fell behind big to Gardner Webb, and then gave them all they wanted at the end. I guess thoughts on their passing attack. They put up really video game numbers in that comeback.
Yeah, I mean, Chris obviously does a good job, and they got a very experienced quarterback, and you better not forget about MJ Flowers, right? I mean, conference freshman of the year last year. So, really, I think have done a good job offensively all season of keeping people off balance and pushing the ball down the field with their concepts. And again, I've gotten to see them a couple times offensively in exchange, like what they do. I think they, have got a good identity, and they mix the run and pass in, and certainly made a tremendous comeback in the game last week. But they've got it's another group with a bunch of I think it's 4 senior D linemen again. It's a experienced team. They've been in some wars in a great year, obviously last year, and so they know how to win and compete, and certainly it's their senior day, right? So they're gonna give us everything that they can give us.
Earlier, Coach Wilkerson said for his team, it was finishing was what he wanted to see. What is the big thing you want to see from your team, this week?
Yeah, I think just we have to learn. Again, we still had 3 turnovers last week, and we have been very poor in the red zone with turning the football over. And when the field has shrunk, we haven't even given ourselves the opportunity to kick. And so we just got to take care of the football. And we've got to eliminate a couple things. We gave them a couple first down. We gave them 2 first downs on penalties last week that were big plays, for us in the game, jumping off sides and then, had a face mask. So we've got to eliminate these. They're more than just small cuts. We've hit our femoral artery several times. And, so for us, it's just about, let's eliminate these major issues and let's play calm. Let's execute in the moment and but not be not fearful in the moment, but just calm.
You had the big play early in the game. Bishop had the big run. Like, talk about that. Is that something you're looking to do more of? I know UT Martin didn't probably change what it was doing, but just thoughts on what you did early there.
No, I mean I think we've made some big plays in the option game. And Jamil's obviously he's a fast guy. So it's good to get the ball pitched in his hands and let him, he's twitched up out of his mind, and he's a great person, and he's battled a hand injury, and so but the problem was that UT Martin threw a 70-yard touchdown or 65-yard touchdown in the next play. So we've got to play like just kind of regular in concert football here, and the play to me that turned the tide of the game is we've got this little shake route at the end of the first half where we cause a turnover. We're about to hopefully get within 5, and we got the look that we want, we got the matchup we want, and we throw a ball that and we got the whole field to use the whole field here, and we throw a ball behind us and hard and outside. I mean, it's just not a good throw. So it's those moments where you just say, hey, be calm, relax, execute. We're on the 9-yard line. So that happens at the end of the first half. And then, we're off the field on the 3rd down on the very first drive of the second half. And, we get a personal foul, face mask, which we're playing hard, but we're pushing through it and we extend the drive and they go down and score. So it's those things, Kyle, that we kind of got to grow out of and mature out of.
Well, Coach, appreciate your time this morning. Best of luck on this road trip to EIU, and we'll talk to you next week.
Thanks, Kyle. Appreciate it.